Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. It's back, and this time I get to review it right here on Comic Frontline. Stay tuned, guys. Yes, Frontline fans, welcome back, and you're with me, Mike Spider Slayer, helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy, and I am reviewing Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe again. If you guys have been watching me for the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, I originally reviewed this series on my own channel, Comic Book Corner, and this book was a huge hit when it first came out. And now we get the sequel here, again, written by Cullen Bunn. And this book's artwork is done by Dalibor Talalajic. I am so sorry if I butchered that name. But when I heard that there was a sequel to this, I had to pick it up. And I had to review it because the first one was so off the wall and so gruesome that I never thought Marvel Comics could publish something so gross before in a comic book. So it was a really interesting read. So this time around, what could they do different to surprise its readers? Well, let's find out. Let's recap the story, and then I'll go over my final thoughts with this. So this book opens up with a bunch of murders, and one of the murders that happens in here happens to be Gambit. He's killed. He's got his own card stuffed in his face, and you're just kind of like, okay, crazy. Then, supposedly, there's this battle with the Uncanny Avengers, and obviously Deadpool is with them, and he's battling MODOK. But things don't seem so quite right. And what you notice in this particular issue is that Deadpool is hallucinating. And there is something seriously wrong because throughout the issue, he is killing all of the Marvel Universe. So he winds up killing all the Uncanny Avengers. And then what happens is we wind up seeing that there's a few heroes that are investigating who's causing all these murders. And Punisher is thinking that it is Deadpool, but all the other heroes have to actually go through the process and, you know, make sure it's actually him. You know, and some of those people that are involved in this investigation are Jessica Jones, Cable, Moon Knight, and, you know, some other heroes are involved as well. And the cool thing about this particular issue is that you get to see Wade, how he's struggling through his problem, because as the reader, you get to see Wade actually see things in like real time, and then you also get to see his hallucination, where everything is more colorful and bright and psychedelic, so you can witness those psychedelic thoughts that are going through his brain and what he sees, and then the reader sees the real thing when you actually see all the murders and other things that actually happen. And so I find it very creative for Cullen Bunn to try to do something different than what he did in the original Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, where Wade just basically just is slaughtering everybody. This is a little bit more creative, where he is under a specific spell. And you get to see how he kills the people, which is creative and different, which is quite interesting. You get to see all the mythological Marvel heroes getting, you know, killed, and you get to see certain other Avengers that are killed. And then at the end of the particular issue, we wind up seeing the villains that is involved and who is behind everything. And I thought it was really cool. And one of the villains that is behind this whole thing is obviously Cullen Bunn's favorite villain, and one of them is Magneto. So really interesting book. It is a very quick read, though. It did take me only 5 minutes to read it. You know, so it's like I almost found myself wanting more when it came to this book. But it was quite interesting. I like the different tones of artwork to witness what Wade is seeing, and then what the realization is happening in the book as well. I thought that was quite interesting. At first, it was like throwing me off. Like, I wasn't sure what was going on. I'm like, it just seems like the book is all over the place and everything else. But then when you got to read the book and you saw that final page, things started to make sense a little bit more for me. So I wish the issue was a little bit longer and there was a little bit more in-depth story plot. It kind of just like shoved you right into the plot right away instead of a development, but it was okay. I had no problem with it, really, and I gotta give this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see what happens as the story develops a little bit more. So, Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, again, once it gets a 4 stars, and guys, tell me your thoughts in this book, what you thought of it. And fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Frontline. Had a blast reviewing this one again. Can't wait to see what happens. And guys, don't forget to check out our live show, which will return this coming Tuesday night between the hour of 9:30 and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And fans, thank you for watching. This is Mike Spider signing off. Take care. Bye.